So I'd go, boom. Yeah, they'd just sitting there just shaking their head. We took a Saturday and drove up to Courtesy Ford, which, let's see, 50 miles or so from Colorado Springs. And we just started walking around the lot. The place was full of cars, but there were a lot of Mustangs and a lot of Shelbys. So I said, oh, I'm going to look at the Mustangs. See, I didn't want a fastback because I'd been in one and I couldn't see behind me at all. And the kind of driving I do, I needed to know where people were. So I kind of put those behind me. And there were 3 500s, GT500 fastbacks that I saw.
What color were those?
One was a metallic blue, one was a black, and if I can remember right, one of them may have been white.
Four speeds or autos?
I didn't look at them enough to know.
Those were all Shelbys, though.
They were all Shelbys, and from just looking through the windows, they looked like they were all manual transmission cars. And that was okay, but I still had some physical things that were difficult to deal with, and I didn't want to get in a car. I didn't feel I was going to be safe driving. There were at least 6 Shelbys on the lot. None of them inside, they were all out in the weather. The mechanic said, with what you're looking for, probably that red one over there with the black top. You probably should look at that one. So we went over there, and you know, not being a car guy, but being a guy, I looked in an automatic. I don't know if I want a car that's automatic. I've been driving sticks and tanks. So looked around a little bit more and kept coming back to it. And every time I came back to it, it looked better. It was just one of those cars that looked good. I'd never seen another car that was structured the way it was. I'd never seen very many Shelbys because they hadn't been around all that long. I'd never seen a notchback.
And did you drive it off the lot?
Yes, I did. I drove it around a little bit. I didn't know what was under the hood. I didn't care what was under the hood.
So you didn't know it was a 428?
I didn't know it was a 428, and I really didn't know a whole lot about Shelby, what Shelby meant. All I knew was kind of a fancy Mustang.
Did it have 2 4s on it then, or 1 4-barrel?
One.
It had 1 4-barrel.
Well, I found that out later. But
Later,
yeah,
but
it had
yeah.
one, I think it was a Holly.
Holly on it.
On it, and I did drive it home. I think I paid $3,200 or something for it there.
No warranty?
No warranty. I had the money in my pocket, so I said, I want that car. I will take that car. I'll learn that car. I'll learn how to drive that car. I'll take that car to Wyoming.
So this is you with the car. It said EXP500 on
Right.
the side of it when you bought the car.
When I bought the car, I asked them what that meant, because all the other cars said GT. And I knew the 350s didn't have as big an engine as the 500s. And that's all I knew. I didn't know what size. I didn't care what size the engines were. So I was really the wrong guy to end up with this car.
The car, I imagine, didn't have the air conditioning hooked up, or did it?
did.
They put the air conditioning back on the car?
There was an it may not have been air conditioned. It had the fan and the heater and all that kind of stuff.
Inside?
Inside. I don't think it was air conditioned.
Originally it was ordered that way, but I think they took the compressor off when they put the blowers on it.
Well, I didn't take anything off of that car at all. And I didn't add anything to the car.
You just drove it.
I just drove the hell out of it.